Hi friends, I'm so excited to bring you this tutorial for a sugar skull look for Halloween. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is give yourself a white canvas to work with. I'm mixing a Halloween cream makeup that you can get, pretty much anywhere with Benefit's highlighting cream, and just to help give it in more of an iridescent type of white versus a flat white. This stick that I'm using, you could find in any drugstore. It's actually a cover stick that is white, and it helps give you a little more coverage. I didn't want to layer on the cream makeup too much. I used a navy liner and the bone structure around my eyes to make two even circles, and then I'm coming in with a blue cream shadow by Younique. It's called Whimsical, and it has a really great texture and color for this look. Then I'm taking a flat black pigment called Corrupted, and I actually applied it wet and patted it on the eyelids of my eyes and then underneath to really give you that appearance of the hollowed out eyes. And then I took a black liner in the color Perfect and made little dots all around the navy blue liner that I had drawn the circles with. You can really be your own artist here and do a design that really suits you. I then took my black liner and lined the inner rims of my eyes, and then went back into my black pigment dry and softened up the black around my eyelids. I took a red lip liner and created a kind of heart-shaped design over my forehead and lined it in black. Again, you can be your own artist here. There's really no right or wrong way to do this, except I do think you should do your best to make it even on both sides of your face. And then you can always go with a white liner in between any small spaces that you think might need a little extra brightening. Here I'm using a creamy red lipstick called Stinkin' Rich by Younique, and I love creamy lipsticks for this because you can really control the color. You can make it as dark or faded into your hairline as you want. And so I just kind of painted in some red how I saw fit. And I thought I'd love to integrate a spiderweb design, so I actually used that flat black pigment and Corrupted again. And I just wet my brush, a very fine tipped brush, and drew upside down, or drew V shapes and then little curved lines to create a spiderweb design on my forehead. And I thought that this sort of created a look that was a little more reminiscent of Halloween to me. And then I painted my nose black wet first, and then patted over it again with a dry brush coated in the dry matte pigment to give you that sort of skeleton-like appearance. And then I went over my lips with a white lip liner and used a black pencil to extend my corners of my mouth all the way up to my ear, and then I drew the lines over my lips to really make it look like the teeth of a skull. Now here's where you want to add in some scrolling, some dots, anything that can give you that artistic feel. And then I came in with a pigment called Curious, which is kind of like an opal, shimmery white color, because I really wanted this to represent the sugar skulls that are given as candy during Dia de los Muertos to children in Mexico. I thought instead of that flat white, I would use something shimmery that almost reminded me of sugar. And so I just kind of patted that over all of the white makeup that I had already placed. And next, I took an e.l.f. liquid liner that comes with a really fine brush, and I went over and outlined some of the red circles that I had made, just because I feel like with so many of these sugar skull designs, the coolness is really in the minute detail and art that you are creating. So, as you can see, I didn't do anything that was too crazy drawing wise. I just put a lot of detail into all my little dots and circles. I even went back in and added some more red in between the dots that were around my eyes, just to kind of integrate that color, and you can see the finished product. With your red wig, you can go ahead and throw some colored roses, wear a black top, some black lace, and you're good to go. Happy Halloween, guys.